Welcome to Fun and Games Side Quests. Every episode is a different host sharing a video game they love and why they love it.
Hello everybody, my name is Alec Bobko, and for those of you that don't know me, I am the co-founder, host, and editor over at youtube.com/shared screens. We do a variety of podcasts over there covering pop culture, video games, and content creation. So you find us over there or on your favorite podcast services. So the game I'm going to be talking about today is Spider-Man Miles Morales. One of the biggest reasons why I absolutely love this game is that it's Spider-Man 2018, but compressed to its core. Now, you might be thinking that taking an already great 20 to 30 hour game and bringing it down to an 8 to 10 hour game might be a bad thing. But honestly, it does it so many favors. You're not stuck in the open world for too long. It uses the best from the original game, where you have a fewer amount of collectibles, better training, and it uses the underground and the labs from Roxxon to help further the story along with Miles, which helps make him a better Spider-Man. And talking about the story, there are moments in this that just hit like a truck. Like the ending when I played this over the launch weekend of the PS5 absolutely wrecked me. I was not expecting the story to hit as hard as it did. Like the original Spider-Man story did have its good moments, but something about this game just hit me so hard. And obviously I'm trying to not dig into spoilers for anybody that hasn't played this game, but the fact that they take, because everybody in New York knows Spider-Man, and now that Harlem has their own Spider-Man, having them like accept him at the end of the game was just such a cool feeling. I also loved how the powers in this that differentiate Miles from Peter's combat help to make combat even better. So you have the Venom powers, which is his electricity. So after a certain amount of combos, you can activate it and it does even more damage. So that adds some variety to the combat. Then there's also the camouflage. So you're able to sneak up on enemies, or if you're getting overwhelmed, you can disappear and recover some health for a bit. And when you add those two mechanics to the other gadgets that Spider-Man 2018 had, you are able to take on enemies and combat encounters in whatever way you want. Like, you could stealth it all, but then it does the Spider-Man game thing of like, you take down the wave and then a bunch of goons come out and find you. But then you just use your powers and then you can take them all down super quick. Like, taking down one of those big brutes with just one Venom punch is such a satisfying feeling. The other thing that made me love this game so much was the variety of suits and the photo mode. Those two things together made me spend so much more time in this game, just because this game just looked amazing too for the launch of the PS5. So I actually played most of this game in fidelity mode, which it just looked stunning. But then I made the choice eventually to switch to performance mode, and I have never looked back. This was the game that turned me into a frame rate snob. Like, I'm not kidding. After I got my refund back that next year, I bought myself a high refresh rate monitor, because this game, once I played this game in 60 FPS, it just changed. It changed me. These Insomniac Spider-Man games have also been some of the first platinums I've ever had. I don't normally 100% or complete games, but these games are just so much fun that I just love being in this world. And I am down to just swing around, do all the side missions. It's just fun to be Spider-Man. It's hard to explain, but it's just fun to swing around in this game. They nail the momentum and the feel of Spider-Man. It's like the music and the voice lines that go along with each other. Like, as you're gaining momentum, the music swells, and then they have two different voice lines to where as you're swinging, he'll be like more tired and like, you know, straining himself. Whereas if you're just standing there, he'll be more calm and like it's really cool when that like came to light that they actually do that at Insomniac. Thank you so much, Matt, for having me on. And until next time, happy gaming.
Hi, I'm Matt, aka Stormageddon, and I'm the host of CPOV Autographs at certainpov.com. It is a bi-weekly interview series where I interview folks from all over the arts, from writers to comedians to magicians to musicians, even actors, historians, podcasters, pretty much anyone who's willing to chat with me for a little bit. If you like interesting conversations with even more interesting people, go to certainpov.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And remember, music is life, and life is good.
CPOV.
certainpov.com.